Oh man, I did it. Hiyo. Hello, Danny Idit. Just realized I was not recording sound. Just always a great way to start. Yep, whoops. So all I was saying was I don't know Ultraman. But we're gonna react to some Ultraman stuff because Roy, who's made a bunch of Ultraman content, uh, wants us to check it out, and I've been enjoying what I've seen, so I'm gonna watch more of that. And now I have sound, which is probably pretty important. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna check out the new generation and Reiwa era stuff per his request. Ultraman Z. Yeah. It's an ultra emergency. I'm borrowing his body. First, so I can only be here for 50 Earth seconds. Okay, so he's like... Oh. I'm guessing Z is more another anniversary series because there's a lot of... Ultraman Z. Timepiece Ultraman Zero student. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Right, because Ultraman occasionally likes to do the next generation, like the proteges or kids of previous members from like decades earlier. Because Kamen Rider and Sentai don't really do that. They'll do actors, but they don't tend to make the story about a younger them unless it's like a movie. The difference is that Z is kind of the best Ultraman show for the Reiwa era. Oh, well, that's good at least. I mean, as long as it's good. From what I've been hearing, the Reiwa era has been pretty good for Tokusatsu. Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Sentai, it's all been pretty good right now. He is the best Reiwa era. Fair enough. Well, it's good to hear that Ultraman at least has a really good start for the Reiwa era. Yeah, super good. Head yeah. Beta smash. So yeah, it's nice that Tokusatsu's having a comeback because the 2010s was getting pretty rough for Sentai at least. Well, Taiga started Reiwa era, but everyone forgot about that show sadly. Super unforgettable. Aw. Poor Taiga. Sastrium beam. Oh, poor guy. He didn't deserve all that, probably. I just realized okay, I'm gonna move myself a little bit so I can have the Roy official in there. Dinah, Gaia, Tia. I know everyone made fun of me. I kept pronouncing Tiga as Taiga, even though eventually we actually did get a Taiga later. Also Zed, the only Ultra so far to still have Zestrium Beam as a finisher despite having different forms. That's cool. Gamma Illusion. Whoa, that's cool. Tiga, Dinah, Gaia. Whoa, that that's a sick kaiju design. It's an eye for an arm, a claw. That's pretty cool. See, for videos like this, I always wish Guy went Supreme version. Nice. See, for videos like this, I wish I had rigging for the arms, because I always like doing the arm poses. Cestrian beam. Well, that'll do it. Also, Ultraman does one of my favorite things where they keep doing like the grunts and stuff, which not a lot of other shows do. Swallow of Darkness, Golden Storm, Master Zero, Guido Senpai, Berea. So yeah, the kaiju's 5 king, fused 5 Heisei era kaiju. Oh, that's cool. Even better. It's a cool idea and it looks cool. Delta Rise Claw. Those designs are really good. Zed has some sick costumes. Love every form the Zed chain gets more into absolute, as it should. That's how you know it's even more powerful. Oh no, the gym. Ah. One day, if I can get the rigging in my own suit, there will be as much screaming as possible. Belaya Rock. Void. Ah, Death. Delta Rise Claw. Beliaroc has the face of Belial, who's Geed's father, but the weapon is basically Geed's son. Oh, well, that's cool. I like that it's a talking sword. Not enough of those. Like the old Kiba Range's sword. Beliaroc, best husbando. Nice. Well, there's some good-looking guys and gals in the Tokuverse. That is an undeniable fact. Zepedian Beam. Multi-type. So sassy. Also, Ultraman triggers Tiga's retelling kind of reboot for the kids' generation, like Decker, which come to the video scene. Oh, cool. Wow. The sword. Just gotta turn towards the light. It's a slick redesign of Tiga in the modern day. Nice. It's actually why things like that is why I'm pumped for Shin Kamen Rider next, or not even next month, man. That's like 2 weeks away. Kamira. Kamira, finger spark. Dang. Man, she evil. Yeah. Another unfortunate thing about Tokusatsu. Not enough female heroes out there. A lot of villains, which tells you a lot, but anytime we get one in one of the suits, I always greatly appreciate it. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, she's clearly very bad guy. Or bad gal, in this case. Ooh. Power type. Duh! See, I love that. I love the just... the grunts. Ha! Well, that suit looks a lot like Gridman's face suit. Imagine waking up after millions of leaves sleeping just to get hunted down by your crazy Yandere ex. Yeah, that'd be pretty awkward. I would just want to just have to tell her, man, it's over, you know? It's been millions of years. You just gotta move on sometimes. Dargon. Oh, so that's who that guy was. I love the design, though. One of the Giants of Darkness, the Brute group. Yeah, it reminds me of Gridman, which I think was a planned Ultraman series, but wasn't part of the core Ultraman series. No! Sky type. Yeah, the Giant of Darkness also redesigned for Power. Oh, okay, from the Tiga movie, okay. The Light of Speed. Yeah. Yeah, now we can do the classic Superman flying pose Ultraman's had from the beginning. Run bolt, arrow strike. Man, Tokusatsu loves their swords and their bows. Gaz Ortega's classic kaiju. Hudram, the third Giant of Darkness, being the speedy one. He's pretty cool too. Damn, he has a sick design too. Well, here, look. You know what? Now I've got to know. Hudram said had a great glow up. What's his old design? From Ultraman. So that's his modern design. So like his Tiga old design name is Hudra. Oh, so it's not Hudram, it's Hudra in the old ones. Okay. No, not Hydra. Ultraman. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's kind of more boring. This one definitely, they added a lot more bits to it, which also the color scheme I think is a lot better. I'd say a big part of that is just old costume budgets aren't as nice as they are now. Duram and Chimera Tiga. Oh, yeah, we can check out all of them. If we're gonna look at one, might as well look at all of them. Duram. It's just kind of boring in the old design. Honestly, I don't mind that. It looks okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm cool with that one. That one's actually kind of cool. And then Dorambia. Oh, that's just a different monster entirely. And Carmia. So this is the modern design. Oh, that's the old design, and this is the modern design. They're not that much different. This one went for silver and gold, and this one's more white and yellow. That's okay. Yeah, I'd say the biggest difference is Hoodram, for sure. Toriga Dark. Dark Superior. I always think that changer is like looks like a gun until they open it and it's like a wand. Just different lighting. Yeah. Dark. Jesus. My volume's too high up. Got a notification, freaked me out. Oh, my buddy has a figure of this guy. So this is who that is. This is Trigger Dark that he has. Design actually looks different. Oh, you're saying that. Oh, okay. Oh, well, let's see. Search Kamiri on Tiga. Saying for like the old design. Yeah, okay. Tiga. Oh, yeah, that is different. Yeah, no, that sucks. That's so boring. I don't like that one. That's much better. Way more details on the face. You got the cape and thing. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Oh, hey, here we go. Here's the actual separate designs. Tiga Dark is literally just Tiga but with black colors. Yeah, all the modern designs are definitely better. Though I'll say Duram and Dargon are actually pretty good. But the new ones are much better. Yeah, it really was. It was just black. I mean, hey, you know, you worked with what the budget you had, I guess. It was quite a long time ago. I wasn't even alive at the time. Glitter Eternity. Ooh. This is... Huh. Yosh! Illuminate the universe. The Ultra Agent Light. Ultra Triga! But golden sometimes. Eternity. Ooh, but this one looks cool. Yeah. Okay, I remember the golden ones from the earlier videos because we've watched all of them, and they went through all the ultras. Yeah, it looks good. Although the gold on the suit looks kind of orange, which is a bit weird. Jesus, that's too much power. He's starting to lose his balance. What the hell? Why'd it do that? The trigger looks sick in my opinion, better than Glitter Tiga. Yeah. I remember Glitter Tiga is basically essentially just like an orange. It's intent. Glitter Blade. Funny, I think the Glitter Blade actually looks better when it's just him instead of as Ultraman Trigger. I think it's just because I like the sizing a bit better. Because it giant just looks a little weird. Cobalt. Mitsubishi in his hand. Oh yeah, it is the Mitsubishi logo, isn't it? The three diamonds. Violet. Eternity Zero. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds cool. Maximum Nurse Cannon. Oh, Galaxion Blaster. Ha! See, Kamen Rider likes its kicks, Sentai likes its cannons, and then, or actually likes its charge slashes and cannons. And then Ultraman loves its beams. Me too. It's from the Tiga movie theater. Zeradas. Zeradas. I can't. I can't speak languages. I can't even speak English. And that, Trigger Truth. That's a cool name. Oh, see, I like that design a lot. See, adding just like shoulder pauldrons and like the armor plates on the chest looks so good. To really update the old designs. Because like the suits are just, you know, different color setups, but like the actual like armor stuff to it makes it look modern and feel more powerful. Basically, it actually feels like armor, and then instead of just like spandex. Oh, the show's a bit mid, but Trigger Truth is sick. It does look cool. True timer flash. Love it when they do the old effect where they just take a clay model and just put fireworks in it so it blows up all over the place. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. They use a 3D effect for that. Oh, that hurts my eyes. These are... Okay, we can go a little bit farther and we're good. That first clip, I didn't like that. I think it's a glitch effect. No, the Reiwa had to change up the video because it was getting copyright blocked, so you have to change the footage. It's basically so YouTube can't, like, automated machine, like, its automated bots can't find it. Especially when they're using, like, just actually, like, released trailer footage, essentially. Decker flash type. Selgen beam. Oh, we're almost caught up. It's 2022. Oh, that's why she was freaking out like that. Kengo took trigger from her. Her love. Strong type. Deckers, well, you guess it. Dinah. But Kengo is trigger. Dinah. The voice is kind of silly. Suit looks cool. The fin being like a... It kind of looks like it's like a buzz cut, though. It looks kind of silly. Dawn Blade Beam. Dang. Video Reiwa will you react to after this? I don't know. He's got so many. He did just put out another new one, so maybe I'll do that too before I wrap it up. Because he definitely wanted me... They definitely wanted me to check out this one. Miracle type. Raylit Wave. Direct to his new gen playlist or the movie openings one. Which do you prefer? Mayhaps. Gush beyond dynamic. Dynamic type. Diamond beam. I like the crown on the head. That looks cool. Ah. Shield caliber. Caliber mode. Decker flash dynamic. It's made a D. Diamond beam charges up like Dinah's empowering Solgent beam. A defrasha. Oh. Denalize beam. Oh, denalize burns. I'm stupid. I was slowly about to say, well, that's not exactly a beam. He shot fireballs. Oh, it's because it says burns right there. Unfortunately, since I don't think Dina's appearing again. She's excess Decker. Gotcha. Fierce heal drop. Supersonic Crusher Tail. Denalize Thunder. It's me. I'm the Grandmaster of the Cosmo Beast style. Ultraman Regulus of the Red Dragon White Tiger Fist. White Tiger and Red Dragon attack. Cosmo Beast Monarch Strike. Use the power of my brothers. Genshu Haoken. Nice. That one's a bit long. I might have to wait on that one because I've got things. Unfortunately. Oh, that was okay. Attack collection, evolutions, ultras. There's so many. I know. They've sent me many of them. But I might. Well, the movie's opening since that's new original content. I haven't seen in English, that is. I see. I see. All right, let's check it out. Ultraman movies openings / intro titles. Oh, if this is the songs, I might not be able to do this one. Should have started from 6 all the way to the current year. Maybe I could. I might first film the Ultraman first contain entirely re-edited material from the original series. Oh, this. I remember this logo. This is in the old. Was, I see. This is like the intros to the movies themselves. I don't know if I can do these. Because, I mean, I guess I could see them, but I don't think I can play the music. Yeah, maybe I can. He did post it. Maybe. Ultra Q comes first before Ultraman, but there were so many compilations back then. Da, 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 da. Dun, dun, dun. Mm-hmm. Is where they finally stopped with songs. I see. Da, da, da. So we got to get through the 70s and the 80s. Well, Ultraman start. It started 60s, right? Late 60s. Gotcha. The Great Violent Monster Fight. Oh, yeah, they talked about while I was going through all the ultras there was some interesting spin-off series we saw. Because there are this is all like for all the other tokusatsus, Ultraman has like the weirdest history when it comes to like its releases and stuff. Because it had an American show and movie. It had obviously it started in Japan. But yeah, there's Thailand. There was was it Korea? Forget. There was another one that was in a foreign market. Oh, I think it was it Indonesia? Or was it Indian? Had started to try and go international with the Ultraman fans. Yeah, I noticed that. It's kind of. It's not a bad idea, but it was Malaysia, America, and it was Australia. I couldn't remember. Malaysia and Australia, absolutely. Aw. Oh yeah, I did know about that. I had his figure for a little bit, Ultraman Jack. So I actually did hear about his unfortunate passing. Honestly, some of these early intros are like really ominous. Hanuman, the illegal film nowadays for Ultraman. Hanuman. Oh man. Was this made without Ultraman's permission, or was this like a joint project that has been lost to history? This seems, yeah. I actually don't know this one. Although I've probably seen it and I just don't remember. The movie that was so bad, Super wanted to forget since it's the same company that caused a lot of money due to the owner making a fraudulent contract. Yep, that sounds about right. Hey, a lot of major companies have done the same thing. That's what can happen when you just kind of outsource too hard, because then you end up with screwed up projects like that. Trying to think of like an example of someone else having. Oh, like it makes me think of the JoJo movie that came out, or well, I guess it didn't come out, because that's why Ultraman and the 2020s are looking the way they look. Yeah, yeah. Because freaking like we all for fans of JoJo, there was a movie that was being made in the 90s for or in like the 80s for the show. For they was supposed to cover the whole first arc, and they made it, and then they had an early screening in theaters that the original mangaka Araki actually went to see, or he was like invited and everything, and it was so bad. Yeah, and it was so awful that he had the movie scrapped, and it was never released after that. So it's now like lost media. All you can find is a really early trailer, like for it, and it actually looks fine, but apparently it was god awful. Da, da, da. Oh man, it's so 80s. It's fun. 80s Japan was still like 70s America. That's yeah, even agreed to make the Hanuman movie. Yeah, yeah, it makes it's hey man, or money talks, so it makes you do some interesting things. Duh. These like all schematics for Ultraman. Oh no, it's like this plant. This is so weird. It was super bad, and the kaiju and Ultraman suits are were just disposable. Oh, well, that's not great. Although, man, can you imagine having one though? That would be so cool. I always love those failed projects, because like when you have those failed like those costumes like tend to get just tossed out, and if you can actually find them, like it's crazy. Crazy part of history. Hanuman also made a Kamen Rider movie without permission. Oh man. So they got like the two really big series. I know Sentai and Kamen Rider and Ultraman are like the Japanese heroes. Because like Sentai is mostly focused on teams, but I always think it's interesting because Ultraman and Kamen Rider like took massive breaks because of a bunch of issues. Maybe one of the kaiju suits zip opened up. See the actor inside. That's awesome. See, I would love to have that. A messed up costume too. That'd be great. I love stuff like that from like old bad B movie. Like my cousin like has collected like all the kaiju movies they can get their hands on, and yeah, they love those kind of like basically just really crappy, awful production, like clearly low budget, schlocky films. Great Monster Decisive Battle from 1979. Oh, is this where... Hey, it's Ultraman King and the other... properties. So even if they lose a lot of money on Kamen Rider, they got their anime stuff. Yeah, yeah, like, all of the series have, like, a lot behind them. But, like, for a while, there was, like, just nothing. Movie one trying to bring anime suits into real life. Yeah. Yeah, when you don't have the budget and they look awful in this ridiculous Yeti costume. It looks like it's made of rocks. No, there's so many kaiju. You gotta stop them, Ultraman. What's the plural for Ultraman? Is it Ultramen? Ultramans? Or is Ultraman its own plural? Like moose. Man suit back then is just goofy, so just clap of a new fancy. Yeah, those classic metallic looking suits. They were like painted silver. Love it. I used to have an old DVD of like the original Ultraman, but like Ultras, Ultramen, or Ultramans, whichever I suppose. Fair enough. Because I've heard Ultras and I've heard and I just kind of figured Ultramen was one. Did he freeze it? So great. I love that stuff. It's so great. Hi, Ultra King. Or Ultraman King? I really don't remember. Ah, dang. All those Ultramen and only one of them is taking care of all the tons and tons of kaiju who showed up. It makes all these other ones feel pretty useless. Techniques as snap. Yeah. Zophie. I like Zophie's later designs. And I only know Zophie because when I saw Shin Ultraman, I got an idea of some of the early important characters. So trippy. It feels so 70s. Also, Ultraman Zophie is just called Zophie. This is called Ultraman Zophie because I think they forgot he doesn't have that title. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, I've noticed that he is just kind of called Zophie, but in this case, yeah, I assume they just called it Ultraman Zophie because so people knew like who it was, like that this was an Ultraman movie, even though it's like featuring a character who doesn't have the name Ultraman, at least not directly. Since they get the title Ultraman, is Ultras has to stay on Earth for some time and protect it. Yeah. Ultra Beam. Ultraman's story. Film features Ultraman Tart's youth as well as the Ultra Brothers. So shiny. Ultraman's story. Yeah, this intro just reminds me of the Transformers movie. First movie that has original footage, but only at the start, middle, and the end. Interesting. Ultraman, the adventure begins. Oh, and a Hanna-Barbera animated film. Let's go. No. Now this really reminds me of the Transformers movie. Oh boy. That's the most American logo I've seen. Ultraman Q, the movie legend. This one looks weird. Another trippy intro to Ultraman Q. Or just Ultra Q. I'm silly. Ultra Q, the movie. Alright. Ultraman vs. Kamen Rider. From 1993. After the original of both series are over like a decade old by that point. Which will you react to after this? The TGD playlist or next gen playlist or any other one? It'll probably have to be at another time, but I'm sure I will find many, many more to look at. Also, it looks like 30 years of Smith to make Ultra Q movies. Really? Yep, the two faces of Japanese heroes. Oh, I guess Kamen Rider's also big now. Ichigo, oh, V3! And Rider Man is here too. And, X. I don't know the Ultraman names yet. Amazon. I think that was Tiga. That's Taro. I saw Taro, the Sky Rider. That was stronger. And there's Super 1. And that's Z-Cross. I don't remember that one's name. That's Black. That's Black RX. I don't remember that one's name. Oh god, Shin Kamen Rider's in this movie. And so is Zeta O, but no J, the only one who can grow giant. Interesting. I think J hadn't come out yet. Maybe this is why they decided to make J. Is like they were like, well, we gotta make a giant Kamen Rider. In case. Yeah, that intro is pretty intense. It felt like just an epic trailer. Revive Ultraman from 1996. Okay, so this intro is like a reboot version of the Ultraman, the Ultra Q, the first one, intro, with like the psychedelic visuals and then the, all the monsters in silhouette form. For being in the 90s, finally get to the 90s. No more long music. For being in 90s, this still looks like it's from like the 70s. Which I think in this case it was intentional, because I think it was supposed to be like a throwback. I think the song's even the same. So I slap my desk. So we were really kind of losing money at the time by the Thailand guy. Yeah, 1996. Okay, I've heard of Ultraman Z-Earth, because I think I've seen this like at a thrift store or something. And I didn't even think it was actually like Ultraman. I think I just thought it was like some kind of like a low budget ripoff. Ultraman Zerth. Or is it Z-Earth or Zerth? Or Z-Earth? My guess is Zerth. But I could just as easily just be wrong. Ultraman Zerth 2. And then we skip a few years and get to Tiga. An official parody law also Earth 2 is more serious. Oh, so it is a so it's a parody. Okay, it's just official. Oh, well, interesting. I thought it was like a low budget knockoff. So now, okay, so now we're at the era where we just have a bunch of crossover movies. Which, man, Sentai, Kamen Rider, and Ultraman, they love those things. Seemingly inspired by the classic horror movies of just of like the Hammer horror films where you just have all these crossovers with various characters. The Great Battle in Hyperspace. Ultraman The Final Odyssey. Oh boy, 2000 CG in Japan, when there's even less of a budget. I love it. Gaia movie was pretty good, taking place in a universe where Ultraman is a fictional show. I always like stuff like that. Ultraman Cosmos, The First Contact. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and like a bunch of other stuff love to do stuff like that. It's like whenever they do a crossover, like, oh man, this guy was on TV. I thought he was just like a character. Or these guys are just from comic books. What is he doing here? First Contact. Cosmos got 3 movies, not fair. And then we get to the Blue Planet. It's a pretty blue planet. The Blue Planet. So then we got Cosmos, the 3 of the Final Battle. Ultraman the next. Yep, now we get to the reboot. Because this is when they rebooted, like, Ultraman and Kamen Rider. Because Kamen Rider the next came out. And then that got a sequel called Kamen Rider the Second. What an intense intro. Ultraman, Mebius, and Ultra Brothers. Man, Ultraman didn't have as many movies as I would have thought. I guess it was probably because of the Thailand thing. Of them losing so much money. I guess when stuff like that happens, it's bound to, cut down into production. Superior Ultraman 8 Brothers. Dun 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 dun. Ultraman 8 Brothers. Dun, 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 dun. Mega Monster Battle Ultra Galaxy Legend the movie. Brother, here's their names are that of legend. Ultra. Ultraman. It's so goofy. Ultra, this was just a love movie to the fans. Hell yeah. Ultra 7. Ultraman Jack. Ultraman Ace. Ultraman Taro. The Ultra Brothers. No, does Emerson need. Fight for the peace and justice throughout the galaxy. Warriors of great compassion and courage. In time, mankind set out for the stars. But soon they would find fierce battles with terrifying monsters, the scourge of the galaxy. Ray, a half-human, half-alien Ray-Brad warrior. He is Rayonix, who has the power to control certain monsters. With them, he fights for peace, while battling his own bloodthirsty nature, with the fate of the balance of the universe hanging in the balance. A great new challenge awaits both mankind and Ultraman alike. The legend begins now. Mega Monster Battle, Ultra Galaxy Legend, the movie. Ultraman Zero, The Revenge of Belial. These after series where only kaijus are main characters along with humans. Well, that's cool. Well, that one was fast. Ultraman Soga. Yeah. He's so cool, he crossed his arms. Ultraman Ginga S, the movie. Zah! Zah! Ultraman X, the movie. Here he comes, our Ultraman. Ultraman Orb, the movie. Let me borrow the power of bonds. So now Orb's the one I'm familiar with, at least name-wise, because those Blu-rays and DVDs actually released here in the States, just all around. Ultraman Gida, the movie. Connect the wishes. Yeah, good thing new gen Ultraman movies are pretty direct. Yeah, we don't have a whole super long intro. Ultraman RB, the movie. Select the Crystal of Bonds. RB looks pretty cool. I think I'd like them. Ultraman Taiga, the movie. New Generation Climax. Oh, you can't show the Trigger movie. And then the one I actually saw. RB is pronounced Rube. Interesting. Okay. Ultraman Decker finale. Journey to Beyond. And then we have the upcoming Netflix Ultraman movie, which does not have a release date yet. And that's all of them. Yay! Once again, thanks Aroy for all the cool content. Definitely have many more Ultra stuff to check out over time. I definitely want to check out more other tokusatsu as well. Because I'm a big nerd for people in costumes punching stuff. So with that, guys, as always, don't forget to stay lucky. We'll see you at the next one. Bye, guys.